But I knew deep down inside that this was going to work. I knew it. So I had to do it. I had to wait. I had to be committed to it. And I wasn't giving up. My name is Michael Power, and I'm the ex-CEO of a company called Long Island Fiber Exchange that I started back in early 2000. And what Long Island Fiber Exchange was is it was a telecommunications company, and we built our own private fiber optic network throughout Long Island and up in Westchester. My immediate memory as far as the struggle was having 3 kids and a wife and a mortgage, and not 2 nickels drove together. But I was so committed to get the company going, I literally waited 2 years because I was having a problem with LIPA, the Long Island Power Authority, who owns the power grid on Long Island. So it took them 2 years to put the pole attachment agreement together, and I had to wait for it. So during that time, I was unemployed. And it was difficult because I had a wife and kids, and I felt like a bum. But I knew I had to stick with it because I knew it was going to work. Right? I couldn't walk away. If I walked away, they would beat me. I wasn't going to let them beat me. I went to all their board meetings, sat right in their face, and I wanted to make sure they knew that I wasn't going away. So that was the hardest part, because I was home sitting on the couch waiting for phone calls from people that I had no control over, and yet my wife and 3 kids, right, needed food on the table. The bank needed the mortgage to be paid, and that was the real struggle. I mean, I literally started the company by myself and worked for 2 years by myself just to keep it going. I had to rely on friends. I borrowed money, which is the cool part at the end, because everybody who lent me money back then became millionaires. So when I sold the company, all my friends who gave me $5,000 or $10,000 or whatever it was, they all got checks, 1.2 million, 2.3 million. One friend got over 10 million. And that's probably one of the best days of my life, actually, My friends believed in me, and they gave me that money to help me pay my mortgage and feed my kids. And for me to repay them back like that was a pretty cool fucking feeling. I mean, it's emotional to me because that's how I am. Even when I was a young kid, I always knew that I would be successful, always. I read the self-help books, right? You gotta believe, you gotta be able to see it, right? If you believe it and see it, the end game, you have to have the commitment to get there. And that was the struggle, right? And I'll vouch for it. If you want something bad enough, you can have it. But you have to make the commitment. Because when the struggles happen and they occur and you give up, there's nobody to blame but yourself. One piece of advice: pick one idea that you know is going to work and don't stop. Literally. You know when you have the right idea. I knew it. You hear the whole cliche, the light bulb goes off in your head? That literally happens. You know when you have your right idea. You know it, right? And if you believe in it enough and you make the commitment that you need to make, you could have anything you want.